Hey, welcome to the season finale of the Morrowind Pacifist Challenge. We are in the heart of Red Mountain itself, the citadel of Dagoth, the center of the Dwarven Empire on Vardenfell, and we're here for another heart. The heart of Lorcan, the heart of a dead god.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come. Come and look upon the heart and of Kulakan. And bring Wraithguard. I have need of it.
It's very kind of you to wait until I was finished with my monologue.
Come to the Heart Chamber. I wait for you there, where we last met countless ages ago.
I think you're doing this on purpose, Dagoth, and I don't appreciate it. So yeah, this is just going to be us running through a dangerous ruin full of stuff that we probably don't need to deal with. Hi, goodbye.
Welcome, Moon and Star. I have prepared a place for you.
Not the inner tower.
Come, bring Wraithguard to the Heart Chamber. Together let us free the cursed false gods.
Alright, should probably heal. So yeah, Dagoth's a bit of a talkative one. He's probably one of the better villains in any Bethesda game.
Nerevar. Together we shall speak for the law and the land, and shall drive the mongrel dogs of the Empire from Morrowind. Is this how you honor the sixth house of the tribe unmourned? Come to me openly, and not by stealth.
Here he is. Hey, buddy. Probably heal up a little bit. I mean, I could just heal up here.
Welcome, Moon and Star, to this place where destiny is made.
Thanks. It's very kind of you. I kind of have to go do something real quick. No, wait, it's closed. Okay. I think it opens after we defeat him. Now, here's a philosophical question for you in the audience. If we defeat him here and he disappears like any enemy, actually, no, any enemy would fall to the ground and be lootable. If he disappears because of a game script, did we kill him? Because he'll show up later on. That says to me that this isn't a death. Perhaps? I guess we'll find out. It began here, it will end here. Have you any parting words, or would you prefer to skip the speeches and get to our business? You are the challenger here, after all. So to you goes the courtesy of the first blow. I'd like to hear more of your voice, Dagoth. Now that you have come to me here, there can be but one result. Many times I have considered offering to share this place with you. I considered offering to accept your oath of service. You might try to buy my trust by giving me Wraithguard, Keening, and Sunder. I thought we might once again be friends, comrades, brothers in arms. But I have won this place and power by right of conquest, by right of daring and enterprise. I will not risk it to cunning and deceit. I offer you no deals. If you are my enemy, I cannot trust you, and even if you are not my enemy, I cannot let you live. It will all be decided here. I believe I will prevail, but I cannot be sure, and I am vain enough that, should I fail, I would wish to be remembered in my own words. So if you have any final questions you would ask them now. I have final questions I would ask you if you would answer. Okay. My first question is, are you really Nerevar Reborn? Your guess is as good as mine, buddy. What a world. Perhaps we shall never know. But as I have sympathy for you and the melancholy fate of all mortals, I shall weep for your death. Second question is, if you win, what do you plan to do with the power from the heart? Will you make yourself a god and establish a theonomy? Or will you complete a Kulakan and dispute control of Tamriel with the Septums? Will you share the heart with your followers as I have and breed a new race of divine immortals? My plan is none of those, actually. Well, perhaps there may be surprises in store for me yet, or perhaps you obscure your plans on principle, or perhaps you are an instinctive bluffer. No matter. My final question is, if I had offered to let you join me, would you have surrendered Wraithguard, Sunder, and Keening to me to seal your oath? No? Maybe? What would Shadow do? Shadow is very clever, but also very dumb. With a cunning plan? Yes, of course. I doubt that any cunning plan would have been of much use once I had the tools in hand, but now we'll never know. Pity. Now, if you have any questions, ask them. Otherwise, you are the challenger. I await your first blow. Sure. What is your plan? I will continue to draw divine power from the heart and distribute it to my kin and followers. I will continue to broadcast divine power upon the blight winds so that it will touch each soul in Vardenfell, and then more broadly across the waters to the rest of Morrowind and Tamriel. In time, every mortal in Tamriel shall feel the liberating contact with the divine. That doesn't sound very liberating. What is your plan for the Sixth House? Sixth House will serve as the elite cadre of our movement. Is that how you pronounce that word?
Cadre.
Oh, those French people and their crazy words. As cultures evolve through various stages of enlightenment, they will become, as suits their abilities, either holy warriors or priests. Their duty is to prepare themselves for service. Their joy and liberation is to enter ever more deeply into the profound enlightenment of the divine dream world. What is your plan for the Dunmer? I will free the Dunmer from the imperial yoke and cast down the false gods of the temple. Fair enough. Lead them out of their ancient superstitions and gift them with intimate knowledge of the divine. Then perhaps, when Morrowind is once again restored to its ancient glories, it will be time to consider whether the Dunmer should cultivate ambitions of empire. It never goes well, buddy. How do you justify your crimes? If by my crimes you mean the inevitable suffering and destruction caused by war, then I accept the burden of leadership. The Sixth House cannot be restored without war. Enlightenment cannot grow without the risk of upsetting the tradition-bound and complacent herd. The mongrel armies of the Empire cannot be expelled from Morrowind without bloodshed. As I have charity and compassion, I grieve, but our mission is just and noble. What happened to the Dwemer? I have no idea what happened to the Dwemer. I have been denied the opportunity to study Wraithguard, and I am not sure how much of Kagranak's lore was invested in his tools and how much in his own sorcery and mastery. I have long studied Kagranak and have come to admire his wisdom and craft. Someday, after the campaigns of the Sixth House are secure, I hope to have time to dedicate to this mystery. Why are you building a giant robot? A Kulakan will serve three purposes. First, it will be the champion of my armies, liberating first Vardenfell, then Morrowind, and then perhaps the rest of Tamriel. Second, it will serve as a sower and cultivator of the divine substance derived from the heart. 3, it will serve as the prominent banner and symbol of our cause, to defy the Empire, to liberate mortals from ancient superstitions, and to glorify our crusade against the gods. Okay. Very well, if you're impatient to begin, go ahead. You are the challenger. To you goes the first blow. Why do I not believe you? What, he over-encumbered? Wow, okay. I don't like what you're doing, buddy. I really hope that's temporary. It's gonna be a problem if it's not. See, he just disappears. We have bested a golden god. Fully healed. Our strength and willpower are still garbage, but we do have strong again. Yes, please. I need to do it a bunch. No, 35 is our max strength. We are just at... Wow. It's not great. Our willpower is also garbage, but that's less important. We also lost our hat, and we're not carrying anything to fix it. I guess these tools do weigh a lot. Not much we can do about that, except just carry on with the mission. This portal has opened. We can enter the chamber of a Kulakan.
What a fool you are. I'm a god.
What?
How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating message.
Please move.
So naive.
Please move.
There is no escape. No recall or intervention can work in this place.
Why can't I move?
Now, lay down your weapons. It is not too late for my mercy. What a fool you
Alright.
are. I'm a god.
We need to run and
How can you
avoid
kill a
whatever
god?
he's trying to do to
What
us.
a grand and intoxicating innocence. How could you be so naive? There is no escape. No recall or intervention can work in this place. Come, lay down your weapons. It is not too late for my mercy.
If you want to just fall in the lava, that would be really useful. So yeah, he's definitely not dead. Neither are these guys, which we need to avoid. So yeah, this is the chamber of Akulakan. It's just a giant skeleton robot. Which, I mean, that's a cool aesthetic, right? I don't think Terminator invented it, but Terminator sure did a good job with it. What is with Bethesda and giant robots anyways? They sure seem to like them. But yeah, Akulakan is a combination of the heart of Lorcan and parts of... is it the Numidium? Oh, he's here. You're not supposed to be here yet, buddy. Okay. It's one of these... and then a bunch of these, right?
What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop! This is the end. The bitter end.
Alright, this is not going well. This could be going better. Let's put on... will Lightning Shield actually heal us, or will it just do damage? It says it's a shield. I'm gonna hope it actually helps. And also a quality restore health. We're just throwing out all the stops. Fortify restore health? Yeah, sure. Go away! Big dumb thing. He's not going away. Okay. That's potentially problematic. Can we strong again and then run off? Potentially. Alright, let's drink a levitate and just fly away. We're still flying, good. Oh, that was not me. That was not my fault. You saw that. So yeah, we destroyed the heart, but it wasn't like an enemy with health. It was scripted. And we didn't kill Dagoth Ur because we defeated him. He was also scripted. And then when we were actually supposed to kill him, he just fell in the lava of his own accord. So with that in mind, I think actually we did just about hit pace for kills in this run. Jeez, some really loud music for absolutely nothing. Our first kill was the Spirit of Sol Senepal, and then we defeated 2 Dagoths, which were necessary. First to get Corpus, and then to get Sunder? Keening or Sunder? I think it was Sunder. And then we had to kill a murderer to get enough Flawley reputation, to get enough general reputation, to skip the main quest enough to where we wouldn't have to kill a bunch of other people, like Telvanni counselors, Redoran counselors. It's just a whole mess, really. And yeah, we didn't actually have to kill Dagoth Ur. He sorted himself out. That's nice. Hey.
You no longer bear the burden of prophecy. You have achieved your destiny. You are free. The Doom Duima's folly, Lord Dagoth's temptation, the Tribunal's seduction, the God's heart freed, the prophecy fulfilled. All fate sealed and sins redeemed. If you have pity, mourn the lost, but let the weeping cease. The blight is gone, and the sun's golden honey gilds the land. Hail, Savior, Hortator, and Nerevarine. Your people look to you for protection. Monster and villains, great and small, still threaten the people of Vardenfell. Enemies and evils abound, yet indomitable will might rid Morrowind of all its ills. For you, our thanks and blessing. our gift and token given. Come, take this thing from the hand of God.
It's a pretty good ring. I mean, it's not as good since we're playing a Khajiit, but Night Eye stacks, and having the fatigue will also be really good. Yeah, we don't need a shard bolt ring. Where is that? Yeah. Like how it's just a generic ring. Yeah, we get Night Eye, and then we could stack our Night Eye. Make it even brighter. Just wash out all the colors forever. So yeah, that was the main quest of Morrowind. Now we just gotta get out of here. Oh, okay. Ooh, hello. You have anything good? Not really. I mean, there's a Daedric short sword, but I mean, we might as well see what we can get before we have to leave, right? Ebony's too heavy. Salts are not. Dwemer boots are flying. Hey, those are those things that what's-his-name probably wanted. Oh, hey, that guy just keeled over, right? Because all the different aspects of Dagoth have just died. Which also means that all the sleepers have woken up. That's something we should probably look into. We are over-encumbered. Don't really have anything to get rid of. So let's get out of here.
Something I can do for you, Outlander.
Hello. It's always an honor to Reverine. I know you've heard it many times from many people, but let me say it again. Thank you for everything. I haven't heard it from anybody. You're the first person to get this information, and news travels fast, apparently. But yeah, beating the main quest gets you a bunch of, like, reputation. What is it? Affinity? Whatever this one is. And if you talk to people about it, it goes up until like 75. So you can just boost your rep with anybody and anybody. Why is that guard in the wall? So yeah, now that we've ended the threat on Morrowind, a bunch of the weirdness has stopped, including the various sleepers who have been accosted by Dagoth in their sleep. Feels though I've awakened from a dream, a terrible dream of the 6th house. Yep. You mean, have I been under a spell, a curse, and this was caused by 6th house cultists? Good grief. What have I done, I hope? But I haven't thanked you. Please forgive me. I have nothing to offer but my thanks, but I will tell everyone I know you have saved my life. The devil Dagoth is dead and all his kin, and the blight has gone too, and the skies are blue over Red Mountain. That's something we didn't get to look at. But yeah, look, we get a point of reputation for each sleeper we talk to. Yeah, the ghost fence is just gone. I mean, the fence itself is still there, but the bits in between that are magic, it's been lowered. There's no more blight, no more blight storms. Still the occasional ash storm, because this is a volcanic region. But yeah, there's a bunch of various people we need to talk to get just even more reputation. Okay, where are my boys? Hello! Hey! Yep.
So good.
You too? No. Where's the other one? There's another one in Belmore. Is it you? Yes. Hello. Oh, you're still here. You should be dead, buddy. I'll leave you to it. You can have that house. We've got Raylan Halalo's house anyways. There's another sleeper, if you'll remember, roaming the streets of Suran. So what was that guy who thought he was the Nerevarine? I wonder if he has anything interesting to say.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
Oh, all is silence. The road is straight without turning in darkness. Now let there be an end to all things. Oh, that's one of the nameless ones. You alright, buddy?
I see this land suits you. We welcome you freely,
Could you imagine being so drawn into a magic cult that you just
You're nearly a
lose
legend
your sense of
now.
identity and
Please,
purpose?
talk.
I feel bad for him. Yeah, I'm the incarnate. Yes, Nerevar, I see clearly now. I shall repent at the temple and preach in your name. You do that. It's nice that he's got dialogue. Here he is. He's in the back of Saran. Yep. You're welcome. And then here in Vivek, there's quite a number of sleepers. And if you'll notice, the real boon from Azura's Ring isn't the Night Eye. It's the constant restore fatigue, which can just completely counteract sprinting. So we're always at full fatigue now, which is great for getting into scraps, which hopefully we shouldn't be doing, but, you know, if it happens, it happens. There's you. Hello. There's the Arena Lady. Hello, Arena Lady. This one's hiding out in the Hlalu Canal Works. I can't remember if we've ever seen him before.
See you.
This one in the Redoran Wasteworks, I know we haven't seen. Because I don't think we've ever been inside the Redoran Canton. There's not really a lot to do if you're not Redoran. They're a very insular house. So are the Telvanni, for that matter. But we've still a couple of quests you can get over there, or at least that lead over there, if I remember. There's this lady in the other Saint Canon. And just like that, we have, like, gotten almost 10 more reputation from sleepers alone. And we're not even halfway through the list of all possible sleepers. There's a bunch over here and up that way. But first, why don't we see what Thuller has to say. Hey, buddy. Praise Elm City, praise the Reverie, the devil is dead, and the blight is gone. Yep. You have anything interesting to say? Or are you just gonna proselytize? No? Okay. Let's go see what Vivek has to say. Now that we're not so tight on time, do you want to talk about things a little bit? The blight is gone and we have survived. Now we must dedicate ourselves to rebuilding the temple, and you must dedicate yourself to your responsibilities as protector of Morrowind. Yeah, we have survived. We have lost our divine powers, but not altogether. Some token of the people's faith remains. Oh, right, because, yeah, the Tribunal draws from the power of the heart, the same as Dagoth Ur did, but they also have, like, a magic reserve, because why not? Some token of the people's faith remains, and we shall dedicate it to rebuilding the temple. Now that Dagoth Ur is gone, we can turn our energies to the more humble needs of the people. It's good, honest work, and I believe there is redemption in it. Yeah, you've got a lot of redeeming to do, don't you? What about us as protector of Morrowind? There's much to do. You still have Kagranek's tools, potent weapons, and the wit and experience of a proven hero. Tribunal and the Temple are happy to yield to you the duties of fighting the enemies of Morrowind. Oh, I'm sure you are. What do you have? There are many blighted beasts and horrors that have survived and must be hunted down and destroyed. There are lesser monsters and villains of all kinds who prey upon the people. There are unsolved mysteries and legendary treasures undiscovered. I'm sure you will find much to occupy you. Occupy? Yeah, basically, you know, post-game stuff. How's the temple going? There are still issues to be resolved between the temple and the dissident priests. Now that our greatest enemy is gone, we must I don't know why I'm yelling over the music. We must reorganize the temple to meet the needs of the people. We have less need of ordinators, for example, and greater need of priests and healers and teachers. We must find time to mourn and honor the dead. Yeah, that was some pretty epic music for a bunch of bureaucracy. Without the power of the heart, our divine powers diminish, our days as gods are numbered. I've told my priests that I shall withdraw from the world and that the temple shall be prepared for a change. We may be honored no longer as gods, but as saints and heroes, and the temple will return to the faith of our forefathers, the worship of our ancestors, and the three good Daedra, Azura, Mephala, and Boethia. The mission and traditions of the temple must continue, but without its living gods. You're taking this very well for a guy who murdered his best friend for divine power. I guess you've had a lot of time to think about this, right? But yeah, basically, the temple will live on, the people will live on, he won't, unfortunately. Is there anything interesting here? No? If I seem a little harsh on the dude, that's only because I love him, and also because he's a foul murderer. Like he admits as much in his own writing. Like if you take here, let's see if we can find it. One of the sermons. Alright, so the Library of Vivec does not have the Lessons of Vivec, which strikes me as odd. Well, here's one of them. I guess the reason they're not all together is because, you know, that they all have, like, powers. There we go. Yeah, each one gives a skill, so you can't have them all in one place or else you can get all the skills really fast. I think it might be the last one, but I don't remember how many there are. 36, right. Duh, obviously. You want to get out of the way, buddy?
Welcome, friend.
Alright, Jabasha, don't let me down. He doesn't have it on the shelf, but maybe he has it for sale? I guess 36 would be at the beginning, right? Or is it the 36? Well, I'm not seeing it. You think for, like, the direct words of a living god straight from the horse's mouth, it wouldn't be, like, out of print? But what do I know about books?
Yes.
So I looked up where to find the last lesson of the 36 Lessons of Vivec, and apparently there's supposed to be, like, a secret library in the Hall of Justice, which is not something I ever knew about. That's neat. Apparently there's a trapdoor in this room? Where? Over there. Okay. Well, if I snooch... Oh, no. She turned around. Okay. Please talk to me.
I don't know
yes.
where to begin. It is such an honor to meet you.
Are we hidden? We're a little hidden. Okay. Cool. Wow. I've been playing this game for literally years.
Citizen.
And
How
I'm
may I be
still
of
finding out
assistance?
stuff. I don't know if I want to talk to you, because I don't think I'm supposed to be in here. I'm supposed to be in here, get out now. Okay.
Flatter me with your attention, Outlander.
Where is it? Where is it? Sermon 35. Yeah, okay, that's not what we want, but it's nice. Nerevar Red Mountain, so it says a lot of stuff, actually. Wow, this is a really good way to get some skill points. No wonder they don't leave them in one place. There it is. The 36th Lesson of Vivec. For these were the days of Resdania, when Chimer and Dwemer lived under the wise and benevolent rule of the Almsivi and through their champion the Hortator, though the Dwemer had become foolish and challenged their masters. Out of their fortresses they came, with golden balustae that walked, and mighty Atronachs, and things that spat flame, and things that made killing songs. Their king was Dumac Dwarfork, but their high priest was Kagrenak the Blighter. Under mountains and over them, the war with the Dwemer was raged, and then came the northern men to help Kagrenak, and they brought Izmir again. Leading the armies of the Chimer was a slave that would not perish, the Hortator Nerevar, who had traded his axe for the Ethos knife. He slew Dumac at Red Mountain and saw the Heartbone for the first time. Men of brass destroyed the elven gates of the Mournhold, and behind them came the Dwemery architects of Tone. Aem threw down her cloak and became the face-snaked queen of the 3-in-1. Those that looked upon her were overcome by the meaning of the stars. Under the sea, Set stirred and brought the army he had been working on in the castles of glass and coral. Clockwork drew mockeries of the Dwemery war machines, rose up from the seas and took their counterparts back beneath, where they were swallowed forever by the sea. Red Mountain exploded as the Hortator went too far inside, seeking the Sharmat. Dwemery High Priest Kagrenak then revealed that which he had built in the image of Vivec. It was a walking star, which burnt the armies of the Triune and destroyed the heartland of Veloth, creating the Inner Sea. Each of the aspects of the Almsivi then rose up together, combining as one, and showed the world the sixth path. Am took upon the star its fire, Set took from it its mystery, and Vec took from it its feet, which had been construction before the gift of Molegbal and destroyed in the manner of truth, by a great hammering. When the soul of the Dwemer could walk no more, they were removed from this world. Resdania was no more. It had been redeemed of all the iniquities of the foolish. The Almsivi drew nets from the beginning place and captured the ash of Red Mountain, which they knew was the blight of the Dwemer, and that would serve only to infect the world the whole of the middle world and ate it. Altitude Dunmary. The beginning of this word is Almcivi. I give you this as Vivek. So yeah, that's a vague and metaphorical description of the fight between the dwarves and the dark elves. AM being Almalexia, Set being... what is his name? Sotha Sil? And then Vec being, of course, Vivek. And the hordes of Ternerev are dying through vague means that aren't explained because Foulmurder. The beginning of the words is Almcivi. I give you this as Vivek. Like, the dude literally confess in a book that, to be fair, is kept under lock and key, apparently. But yeah, he's not the greatest dude. I mean, none of them are. Sotha's pretty cool, though.
I don't know where to begin. It is such an honor to me.
You don't get to interact with him in this game, although one of the DLCs does involve us going to Mournhold and interacting with Almalexia, but you can interact with Sotha Sil in The Elder Scrolls Online, and if that wasn't in an MMO, that would be really cool. But it is an MMO, so it's only kind of cool. Sorry, MMO fans. All the way over in Sleepy Pelagiad, we have a sleeper, which I vaguely remember us running into very early on and being spooked because the sleepers are kind of hard to deal with. They get more and more, I should say less and less affinity or whatever it is with you every time they talk to you, and they try to force you into conversations because they want to threaten you. So that's no good. Also, hey, there's just a dreamer out here. Just a nameless, half-naked dude. What are you doing, buddy? Yeah? All is silence. The road is straight, without turning in darkness. Now let there be an end to all things. That really sounds like dialogue from a creepypasta. I can understand why there are creepypastas of this game. If you thought Pelagiad was sleepy and cool, there's just a dude in a house that we never would have noticed before now. But he's also a sleeper, so...
What do you want, Outlander?
Here in Margon, we have Assi Cerebok, which I feel like we remember, right? That's a name you remember. In good old Velothi, there's another sleeper to deal with. One of these guys in the docks. I remember them giving us trouble when we were trying to help that slave escape. Oh, here she is. Okay, cool. And then in Teleroon, in the Pot and Plaster, which is about the last place you'd expect to find one. Hey, Drain. Yep, you've been under a spell. Do you offer a bed now? I guess I don't really see a place for a bed. Be cool if you did. What? Literally right outside Vivek, and there's an egg mine here? Has this been here the whole time? I've literally never thought to step off the road until now. Huh. Neat. And our final sleeper is by far the hardest one to find because she's way out here in the middle of the boonies. Like, just out in the middle of nowhere. Hello. And with that, we have 80 reputation. And I'm gonna leave it there, folks. With all of the sleepers awakened, and with the defeat of the devil Degather, we have ascended into demi-godhood, essentially. And also we've reached 80 reputation, which is a nice round number to end things off for a little while, actually. This series is going to go on hiatus. I'm not done with the Morrowind Pacifist challenge yet, not by a long shot. We've still got a bunch of minor quests to clean up in the main quest, as well as the 2 DLCs, as you may or may not be aware. But for now, I think doing 3 series at a time has been a little more than I can chew. So I'm gonna try and take things a little easy, masticate my food a little better. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.